Hello, everybody. Welcome to the Center for Spiritual Living. We are so glad you chose to join us this Sunday. I am Reverend Shel Redfern, the spiritual director here, and I just want to be the first to welcome you to our celebration. We have meditation today. We have a special guest for music today, and then our regular Sunday celebration. So sit back, relax, and enjoy. And welcome to the Center for Spiritual Living.
Good morning. Namaste. My name is Ron Frost, and I am a practitioner student here at the Center for Spiritual Living, Cape Coral. And I want to welcome you to our time of meditation. I call this meditation recognizing and allowing the love within. So as we sit comfortably in our chair, allow ourselves to just gently drift off. And if you feel like closing your eyes, allow them to calmly and easily drift into a shutting position right now. And as we breathe in, allow the breath to move through us, taking us into a deeper state of relaxation. Take another deep breath into the nose, exhaling through the mouth. Yes, you can make a little noise. Anything that makes you feel relaxed. Deeper and deeper, more relaxed. More relaxed. Take another breath in. And letting go. Feeling more relaxed. Going deeper into the silence. Allow my voice to guide you, to bring you into a deeper state of tranquil awareness, a deeper state of alpha brainwaves, to where you are feeling just one with all that is. Feel the state of love entering your body right now. Allow the grace to sweep over and to feel the blessing of the divine within your body now. If any thoughts start to come into your consciousness, give them no attention. Allow them to sweep on by. And bring yourself back to this present moment, back to my voice, allowing yourself to go deeper into the silence, into the grace, feeling the love within. As we anchor ourselves into the truth that there is only one divine essence, one beautiful, magnificent, conscious creator that lives, breathes, and exists through all things. It is love. It is that which is the divine essence. The divine essence of all that is. And as I realize that truth, that love is all there is, the one love, I realize it for myself. I realize it for all who are listening and tuning in at this now moment, whether it's through Facebook or YouTube, or even if they see this later, all is one with the divine creator. All is one with the divine creator. All is one with divine love. And as we come in alignment with our soul, the seed of our soul, the truth of our soul, we come in alignment with the sacredness, with the love that we are. And we allow ourselves to anchor in more of this love, the divine presence that creates all things. Is channeled into our essence right here and right now. Feel the love. Know that you are divine. Know that the truth of your soul is divine, is purposeful, is meaningful, is sacred. Allow anything that is unwanted, any thought, any belief pattern, any feeling, any emotion, to completely be recognized and cleared by love. Allow the divine love to dissipate, dissolve, and transmute any negativity, any fear, any lower vibrational thing that we may be carrying. Let love in and wash it away now. As we feel this higher sense of divine love present within ourselves, allow ourselves to share this presence with anyone, anything, or any situation or circumstance, past, present, or future, that needs more love. Allow us to shine that love to the people, to the things, to the situations that need more love. the more love that we share, the more divine love that is realized within. Allow your love to shine. Allow your love to anchor in the light and the love into all of humanity, all of the world, into everything. Allow that greater presence of love to heal, to wash away, and to be the change and the light and the love that is being brought forth right here and right now. Feel a deeper sense of love coming into your bodies right now. Any place on your body that is uncomfortable, feeling a feeling that is unwanted, send love to it now. Feel the love. Transmute, wash away any pain, any emotion, any feeling that is unwanted. Allow more love to be realized now. Take a moment and see in your mind's eye the beautiful planet Earth, spinning with radiant beauty. Know that the perfection and the love that is within you is healing, is giving, and is bringing forth more love to the plants, to the animals, to the insects, to the entire ecosystem, rivers, lakes, and oceans, to humanity at large, to all cultures, all countries, all races, all people. Allow the peace and the love within you to go forth and to heal the planet now. Send it love. And feel the love of Mother Earth saying thank you and sending love back to you. Feel the love now. Bring yourself back to this present moment, fully enlightened and embodying a state of conscious love, aligned with your soul, with your essence, with your divine nature. And when you're ready, come fully present to the room that you're in, to the chair that you're sitting on, and allow your eyes to open. Thank you for this time of meditation. Please stick around for the rest of our Sunday celebration. Namaste.
Hello there, good morning, and welcome to the Sunday presentation from the Centers for Spiritual Living, Cape Coral, Florida. I'm Associate Minister Reverend David Renee Jennings, and I am so happy that you guys have chosen to spend some time with us this morning.
I'm Vicki Jennings, and I'm Music Director. We wanted to let you know that wherever you are on your spiritual journey, we're so glad you decided to join us this morning.
Yes, thanks so much. We want to do a blessing for you and everybody watching this morning, for ourselves and everyone we know and love out there in the world. And it goes like this. Welcome to the Center for Spiritual Living. We know who you truly are. You are spiritual image and likeness of God. We appreciate you, we love you, and we are grateful for you. And again, we're so happy that you're with us this morning. We want you to stay tuned for an empowering, inspiring message from Reverend Shel Redfern about reseeding the soul as we get ready to go back out into the world over the coming weeks.
Yes, and please keep up with us throughout the week. We're going to have different prayers and meditations to help lift your spirit. We love you and we miss you so much. We look forward to getting together again soon.
Very soon. Enjoy our presentation this morning. Be well, be happy. Looking forward to being with you soon. Take care.
One, two, three, four. Good morning, everybody. My name is Jessie Powers, and I'm coming at you from Columbus, Ohio, where it is probably significantly colder than it is there in Cape Coral. I'm very excited to be with you this morning, and even more excited for the day when I can be with you in person and feel all of your beautiful energies just waving over me. But right now, I can feel them remotely. I can feel them through the ethers, and that's important too. So I am very excited about existing this morning. Super excited that I woke up, that I'm breathing, and that my heart is beating all by itself. How cool is that? And I hope you are too. I hope you can find a point in the day when you are just feeling grateful for being alive and being you, because you're a very special person. And this song is all about that. It's all about just relaxing and knowing that that higher self that you are, that great, expansive, highest divinity, is always working for your good and conspiring for you to have the most delicious life ever. So just sit back and relax and trust, because your soul's got it. Sometimes it feels like my heart is stuck in a revolving door. It can get me down so much I don't even want to mess with it anymore. Oh, that too familiar feeling, oh, I know it well, but I don't let it get too far. No, I'm too good at staying cool now. Yes, I am learning the art, and I'm getting good at letting go, yeah, getting good at giving it over, 'cause I know it ain't in my hands. So I'm getting good at letting go, yeah, getting good at giving it over, 'cause I know, though I do not understand, my soul's always got something better planned. Yeah. Huh. When the shadow comes creeping in, like a thief from my past. I turn on the light by remembering only my soul knows my path. And I'm getting good at letting go, yeah, getting good at giving it over, 'cause I know it ain't in my hands. I'm getting good at letting go, yeah, getting good at giving it over, 'cause I know, though I do not understand, my soul's always got something better planned. And I am unburdened, yes, I am free when I believe. Hey. If I just keep trusting, if I keep the faith, I know I'll see when I let go. And I know when I let go, and I know that my soul's always God. Yes, my soul's always God. Oh, my soul's always God. Something better planned. Oh, something better, something better planned. Ooh, something better, something better, something better is coming along. Something better, something better, something better is coming along. Yeah, 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 yeah. Ooh. Just trust. I'm gonna trust and relax in the radiating love, 'cause I know that my soul's always got something better planned.
Good morning, everyone. Barbara Gilfillan from the Centers for Spiritual Living in Cape Coral. It is my honor this morning to present to you a reading. So the reading I chose is in the Science of Mind magazine. And this month, May, we begin a new topic. And the topic is Listen to Your Heart. And the weekly theme is Seat of the Soul. And so this reading was presented by Dr. David Alt from Atlanta. And what he says is, the Lord is my shepherd, I shall not want. Ernest Holmes says, the divine ideas stand back of all human thought, seeking admittance through the doorway of the mind. And so continuing on, Dr. Alt talks about Hamsa hand. It's an ancient Middle Eastern talisman, often worn or displayed as a protective amulet. The 5 fingers offer a variety of symbolic throughout the Jewish and Islam tradition, with the popular one being that it represents the hand of God. And this is what it looks like. It's a palm-shaped object. And so he goes on, I bought my first Hamsa hand from a vendor at the entrance of a cave in Turkey, the largest excavation underground city, where historians believe more than 20,000 people took refuge from the war and invasions as far back as the 11th century. The guide who sold the Hamsa hand to me placed it in my own hand, foretelling that holding it would protect me in the underground, like it had his ancestors before him. Bending down and crawling through the volcanic rock passageways, I recalled the childhood Sunday school lesson. using 5 fingers to correspond with the 5 words that begin the 23rd Psalm. The Lord is my shepherd. We were instructed to pause on the left-hand ring finger and grip it with our own right hand to emphasize the word my. It was allowing our actual hand to become the sort of a talisman. During childhood difficulties, I refer to that lesson often, reciting over and over how the Lord is my shepherd. The Lord is my personal guide. Today I speak a variety of mantras each time I see the Hamma's hand. I interchange the word Lord with the metaphysical interpretation, the word law I recite. And so my mantra, the law is my shepherd. The correspondence to my spoken mantra produces actions that shepherd me out of any lingering forgetfulness. When I take hold of this consummate relationship, I am the recipient of ceaseless provision. And his affirmation, right thinking is my shepherd, I shall not want. And so I thought that was a good explanation of how when we move into the knowing that we are never alone, that there is a peace and a presence within us that never goes away. And so let us take these words, this presence into prayer. I just invite you to relax and close your eyes and accept this treatment as the truth of you, as I presented in the first person. And so what I know is that the power and the presence is who I am. It guides me, it protects me. It is my good, it is my love, it is my joy. It is a part of each and every living being. Each and every flower, each and every tree, each and every animal. It simply is all there is. And so from this place of knowing what I know today is that I move into this power and presence. I release fear and doubt, knowing that there is no such thing as fear and doubt if I move into the knowing that, or when I move into the knowing that God is my guide. Love is what moves me forward. Peace is what resides in me as me. No matter what outer circumstances there are, the truth is that I am a spiritual being living on this human planet. And so I give thanks for this knowing. I accept this knowing. And I smile when I say this because the peace resides within. And so now I let it be. I release these words to the creative law, the law of knowing, the law of being, the law of doing. I say amen. And so it is. Okay, so now it is my pleasure to ask Reverend Shell to come up and present her lesson. Namaste, my friends.
You know, the other day, I walked up to Leland, and I had a $100 bill in my hand. It was all sterilized and everything, important these days, right? So a really great, crisp, new $100 bill in my hand. And I said to my husband, Leland, honey, would you take this for me? And Leland said, what's the catch? No catch, really, no catch at all. But would you take this $100 bill from me? And Leland said, well, of course, yeah. And so I took the bill and I crunched it up in my hand, crunched it into this little teeny ball and just crunched it as tight as I could and then opened my hand. So we have this little teeny ball of a bill. And I said, would you still take it now? And he said, yeah. And then I took that little ball of a bill and I put it on the ground and I just ground it into the dirt. Just put my foot on it, ground it all up, and picked it up. It's still one piece, amazingly so. Very strong bill. A little bit dirty now, very crinkly now. And I said, would you take it now? And he said, yeah. I think he was thinking I'm a Fruit Loop, right? Well, you know how I am. I am a Fruit Loop. But here's the thing. Even with everything that happened to that bill, Leland still saw the intrinsic value of it. He saw the intrinsic value of the bill. Now, we are like that $100 bill, right? We go through a lot of things in life. We go through a lot of trials, a lot of tribulations. We make what we label as mistakes. We have what we label as failures. And instead of remembering our intrinsic value is not those mistakes, is not those failures, we tend to devalue who we are as individuals. So I think there is a remedy to this. And I think that our theme today points to the remedy for this. The theme today is the seat of the soul. The seat of the soul. Right? So, of course, being the definition kind of girl that I am, I first went out to see if I could find a definition of soul that I resonated with. I was lucky enough to stumble upon a website of quotes based on Super Soul Sundays. Oprah Winfrey does Super Soul Sundays. I love them. Contemporary spiritual teachers on there, and they're having spiritual, large conversations about life. And at the very end of the show, she has a series of questions that she asks every speaker. One of them is, what is soul? What is a soul? What is the soul? And there were two on there that I particularly resonated with. And those of you that know me will not be surprised that one of them was from Wayne Dyer. Wayne Dyer says this: the soul is the birthless, deathless, changeless part of us. The part of us that looks out from behind our eyes and has no form. The soul is infinite, so there's no in or out of it. It is everywhere. There's no place that it is not. Don't you love that? That definition points to the individualization of spirit in us. It's individualized in us. We call that the soul, but it's everywhere present at the same time because of its infinite nature. We are in it. We are as it. It is in, as, and through us. We're an individualized expression of the one. And that individualized expression we call our soul. Love it. Great definition. Here's Marianne Williamson, another definition that I really resonated with. Marianne says, for me, it's the truth of who we are. The light, the love, which is within us, goes by different names, but it's the truth of us. Michelangelo said that when he got a statue, that he would go to the quarry and get a big piece of marble, and the way he imagined it, God had already created the statue, and his job was just to get rid of the excess marble. So that's what we're like. Inside is the being that God has already created. Inside is the being that God has already created. And our job is to get rid of this excess, useless fear and thought forms of the world that are actually hiding the light of our soul. How beautiful is that? Isn't that just stunning? We hide behind our fear. We hide behind our worries. We hide behind what we label as failures. And we allow those things to define us. And we don't let our light shine through. So what is the solution? The solution is to live from the seat of your soul. To live from the seat of your soul. So I went on an adventure. I knew there was a book by Gary Zukav called Seat of the Soul. I've never read this book. Well, up until this weekend, I've never read this book. What a wonderful book What a wonderful book. In fact, so wonderful that I'm going to have a book study group around this book. There's all kinds of research or resources available. He's got a workbook that goes with it. He's got all these videos that go with it. And it's absolutely a stunning piece of work. So stay tuned. You will see some advertisements for a book study group for Seed of the Soul. So this is what Gary Zukav says from Seed of the Soul. Your soul is not a passive or theoretical entity that occupies a space in the vicinity of your chest cavity. It is a positive, purposeful force at the core of your being. It is the part of you that understands the impersonal nature of the energy dynamics in which you're involved, that loves without restriction and accepts without judgment. Now, isn't that where we want to be? Isn't that where we want to understand the impersonal energy field in which we're involved? We want to come to co-create our life in greater ways. Wouldn't it be a wonderful thing to love without restriction and accept without judgment 24/7? Can this be our experience of life? Absolutely, it can. Absolutely, it can. Gary goes on. When the energy of the soul is recognized, acknowledged, and valued, it begins to infuse the life of the personality. So he's separating out the soul and the personality, and we've talked about this before. I think that the personality, this is life according to Shell. Life according to Shell, the personality comes with this form. It is not who we are, it comes with this form. And we put this form on, we have an experience, and we lay this form down at some time. So in my way of understanding, so far, the personality comes with the form. It is not the soul coming through. They're two different things. They're two very different things. And it's often the personality that gets in the way of the expression of the soul. So that's what we're talking about today. When the energy of the soul is recognized, acknowledged, and valued, it begins to infuse the life of the personality. Now, when the personality comes fully to serve the energy of its soul, that is authentic empowerment. So we are supposed to have both. We are supposed to utilize both. We come into this world with gifts and talents and ways of being in the world that are unique to us. And those unique traits in us are to help our soul experience its light. It's to help let that light out, as it can only come out by means of each and every one of us. It's different for each and every one of us. It's a beautiful thing, but we have to foster it. Now, the core of fostering the release of this soul energy and starting to create a relationship between personality and soul is commitment. It's commitment and wanting to do it. It's commitment to this process. And what is that commitment to? To making our spiritual growth our number one priority. Number one, spiritual growth. If we make spiritual growth our number one priority, we're going to find that our personality and soul can coexist. Not only coexist, but I love what Gary said, authentic empowerment. We're going to live an empowered life. So Gary had 4 different ways that we need to commit in order to service this happening, okay? Number 1, we have to focus on what we can learn about ourselves all the time, especially how we're responding and reacting to things. Focus on what we can learn about ourselves all the time, especially how we're responding and reacting to things. Are we reacting in anger? Are we reacting in compassion? Are we responding with love? Are we responding with judgment? Who are we in day-to-day situations in life? focus on what we can learn about ourselves. And we learn that by looking at how we respond to what life throws in front of us. The second thing, pay attention to our emotions. Are you starting to see a theme here? We were talking about this just a couple weeks ago, weren't we? We were talking about the emotions. Remember Brené Brown's work? They're called feelings because you actually feel them in your body. That's your emotions coming up, your feelings. Here he says something very similar. And he said, especially be aware of where they're showing up in your energy body. And he indicated like the chakras. Many of you would probably be aware of the chakras. But this is a place of energy, and it is a place where you're going to experience feelings, right? So there's a chakra here in the throat. So you might feel your throat close up. There's a chakra here. You might feel a headache. There's a chakra here. You might feel some grumbling in your stomach or your stomach tighten up. He said, be especially aware here in your chest by your heart. You feel constriction. You feel it opening. Be aware of our feelings, especially in the energy areas of the body temple. That's going to help us to identify responses and reactions and so on. So these all support each other, right? Right. The third thing, we need to pay attention to our thoughts. What are we thinking? Are we analyzing? Are we judging? Are we daydreaming? Are we comparing? Are we in gratitude? Are we in acceptance? Are we in appreciation? Do we feel content? What are we thinking? Pay attention to what we are thinking. Where are our thoughts on a consistent basis? If we're sitting at home with nothing better to do, if we're out driving, if we're laying down to take a nap or to go to sleep, what are we thinking about on a regular basis? Where are we putting our attention? We all know that wherever we put our attention expands. And again, what's the point here? The point here is we want to learn about ourselves. We want to, so there's, the idea is to suspend judgment, right? Can we look at ourselves through a new lens where we can see the intrinsic value of ourselves, see the intrinsic value of why we're here, create a relationship with the personality and the soul so that we can let our light shine in a greater way than ever before? That's the idea here. The fourth is paying attention to our intention. This one's important. When we speak, are we looking to blame somebody or something else for the situation that we're in? Or are we looking to take responsibility for that situation? Are we judging what's in front of us or the person in front of us, the situation in front of us? Or again, are we going to take responsibility for what we see in front of us? Do we need to be right? Or are we seeking approval or seeking attention? What is our intention behind the moves that we make? What is the intention behind what we're saying? What is the intention of the plans that we're creating? What is the intention of the thoughts we are having? Where are we trying to go? And why are we trying to get there in that way? What is the intention? So let's review. Number one, we want to focus on what we can learn about ourselves all the time. And we do this by looking at our reactions and our responses. And instead of judging ourselves, we just look. We just look. We learn more and more about ourselves. Two, we pay attention to our emotions. And one of the ways that we can do that is by paying attention to what's going on in the energy bodies, or the energy centers, in our body. So if you've studied chakras, this will make sense to you. Otherwise, be aware of your feelings, whatever they are. They're called feelings because you feel them in your body, right? So be aware of your feelings. Number three, you need to pay attention to our thoughts. What are we thinking? Are we judging? Are we daydreaming? Are we planning ahead? Are we looking back? Are we blaming? Are we shaming ourselves or others? What are our thoughts? And fourth, we need to pay attention to our intentions. What is the motivation behind that thought? Is the motivation to take blame off myself and put the blame somewhere else? Is the intention to judge? Is the intention the need to be right all the time? Is the intention compassion? Is the intention love? What is the intention behind it? I think those are excellent. I think those are just excellent places to start for the commitment to bring our personality and our soul together so that we can let our shine light, our light shine much more brightly than ever before. And I know, of course, that the question on everybody's mind is, what would Ernest Holmes say? I'm so glad you asked. Let me look. Ernest Holmes says this: man is compelling nature to do his bidding. He has harnessed electricity, caught the wind, trapped steam, and made them do his will. He has invented machines to do the work of thousands. He has belted the globe with his traffic and built up a wonderful civilization. But in few cases has he conquered his own soul. The mystic has revealed things that do not pass as ships in the night. He has revealed eternal varieties and plainly taught us that there is a living presence indwelling in all. This constitutes the greatest intellectual and spiritual heritage of the ages. The balance of our knowledge of God must come as a direct impartation from it. We must learn it for ourselves. Isn't that stunning? Confirms everything that we were just talking about, doesn't it? We've got to bring together our personality and our soul. We've got to bring together this vehicle that's carrying us around and the light within so that we can let that light shine in a bigger, better way than ever before. And we do that by committing to the practice, for practices that we talked about here today, spiritual practices, and recognizing our inherent worth. It doesn't matter where we've been. It doesn't matter what we've been through. We are spirit informed. We are spirit informed. And starting today, we can have a new experience of life. Choice is ours. How about we take that into prayer? And this is what I know for sure. I know there is one power, one presence, one life. This life is experiencing itself in, through, and as everything we see in the manifest universe, and so much more. This life is pure potential. It is love, it is peace, it is joy. It is all things seen and unseen. There is only one life. One life. And each and every one of us have an individualized spark of this life within us. We are here to express God. We are here to express good. We are here to express love and peace. And not only to express it, but to know it as our own experience of life here on planet Earth. So right now, we are open vessels for this love, this peace, this life to flow by means of each and every one of us. It is flowing, it is growing, it is here, it is now. For this and so much more, I'm eternally grateful and thankful. And I let it be. All is well. All is well. So let's anchor this together by saying, and so it is. So be it. Thank you, cameraman Leland. Have a great Sunday.
Good morning. My name's Kay Atwood, and I'm part of the Leadership Council here at the Center for Spiritual Living Cape Coral. And now is your time to show gratitude for what's happened here today. And there are many ways to do that. You can text to the number that is on the screen right now. Simply follow the prompts, put in the number, and approve the amount you'd like to donate. And it's easy. And also, you can make donations from your bank account as a withdrawal every month, or you can use the donate button that is on Facebook. And remember, when you're shopping with Amazon, to use the Smile option, which gives a percentage of the purchase to CSL Cape Coral. And now, join me in our tithing affirmation, please. Today I know the activity of divine abundance is at work in my life and the life of this center. I give and receive generously as I live in the flow of bountiful good. And as we thank you now for your tithing, I'd like to read this prayer. With appreciation and love, we accept these offerings and gifts. Divine love, through me, blesses each gift and each giver. I know that all that has been given here circulates to do great work, both within the spiritual community and in the world at large. Standing in gratitude, I release these words. So please join me in saying, and so it is.
And now it's time to stand in the light. When we stand in the light, we stand in the light knowing the truth about something. So I am standing in the light for each and every one of you watching. I know you are whole, perfect, and complete, and I know that this experience of COVID-19 is doing good and more good in your life. That there is expansion going on here, and the entire world is healing itself right here and right now. I am standing in the light for my family and all of my friends, and for my spiritual family as well. I'm standing in the light for Precious. I know she's getting better and better and better. And I invite you now to write your standing in the light in the comments. If you're on Facebook, maybe you're in a watch party, go ahead and write your standing in the light in there, or as a comment underneath. Or if you're on YouTube, go ahead and write it in the comments, or visit our website, www.cslcapecoral.org. And there is a prayer button right there. Otherwise, send us your standing in the light, and we will put in a prayer request for you. Right now, I'm going to say a short blessing over all of these standing in the light requests. I know that there's a wide open space for all that has been stated here. And all of these truths have been heard and received in the one mind. And the law of this mind ensures that nothing goes unheard or unmoved upon. So I know that the truth for each and every one of these situations is revealing itself as I speak my word, that good and more good is the experience of all those brought into prayer here today and moving forward from today. For this and so much more, I am so very thankful and grateful. And I turn this day over, indeed this life over, and let it be. All is well. It is done, and so it is.
I like to call this song the love song of everything. And I invite you to act as if this is a meditation and breathe with me. I don't want to give
everything you have to interpret will only eclipse the heart of it. I just wanna send it in sound with a wavelength clarity. Ooh, nothing I could ever say will resonate the same way that this love does in me. Inhale, exhale, breathe. Somewhere in the beat of your heart, there I am. Somewhere underneath all the war-torn believing, there you have always been. There's something like a melody, it's something like a song, and it sings itself and it's never wrong. Ooh, everywhere it plays for me, it's always on repeat. It's the love song of everything. Inhale, exhale, breathe. It's not just there in my body, it's not just there in the thoughts that I think. It's there in the roots and the skies and the seas, in the eyelids, the irises, the wind and the wings, in the will be, the ever was, the reason and the just because. I am the song that I sing. Inhale, exhale,
Hey there, me again. I just wanted to thank you for joining us today and remind you that directly following the celebration that we do meet in Zoom for coffee companionship. So go and grab a cup of coffee, maybe an English muffin or something. We also have breakout rooms within the Zoom environment. So if you'd like prayer with a practitioner, our practitioners are there and ready to pray with you one-on-one personally right here today. So if you'd like to do this, please go to zoom.us/239-574-6463. That'll boot up your Zoom app and bring you right into our meeting, and I can't wait to see you there. I will be there too. So we will see you in just a little bit. Have a great week and see you next Sunday. Bye-bye.